Okay, so I'm going to teach y'all how to make this rag, or you can make it into a pot holder or whatever you would like. My daughter likes using them as rags to wash whatever. We started these in class, so you're going to start off by making your slip knot. Remember, we wrap around, go around the back, and then pull, whoops, go under, and then pull that string through it. Okay, that's how we're going to make our slip knot. We are going to chain, just let that extra piece hang down. We're going to chain, I think it was 30. This is going to be a 30 by 30 square. Okay, you got to look up because I can't actually see what I'm doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And remember, when you make your chains, you want to make them loose where you can actually see those holes. If you can't see those holes, you're not going to be able to put your needle back through it, and that is very important. Okay, actually, since I want a 30 by 30 square, you're going to chain 1 extra. So instead of 30, you're going to chain 31. Because that is how tall your single crochet stitch is. Okay, so now to single crochet, we're going to go back in that first loop right there. Okay, put your needle through. You're going to yarn over, pull it through the hole. So now you have 2 on your needle. You're going to yarn over again and pull through both of those loops. Okay, we're going to do that all the way down. So we're not going to go in this one. That's the one we just did. You can see the string going through that hole. So we're not going to do that one. We're going to go to this next one right here. Okay, go through there, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over again, and pull through both of those. Okay, show you one more time, and then I'm going to fast forward the video. So we're going to go through this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, these are how your single crochet stitches will start to looking. Okay, pause it, Isabel.
Go.
Alright, so I've made it to the end. I've done my first row of single crochet stitches, and I have 2 more stitches left. I just wanted to show y'all because some of y'all are skipping your last stitch. So we're going to do 1 more single crochet, and then if you look, it looks like I'm at the end, but I'm actually not. That one last little, there's one that's hidden in there. It's tight, but there is one more, and it's very important that you get that last stitch, or it's going to mess up the number and your perfect square. You'll start to get a zigzag thing going on. So now that is the last stitch. So now I'm going to turn it clockwise. Oops, I forgot. It's chain 1. Then turn clockwise. Don't forget that chain 1. That the chain 1 is important because that's how tall this single crochet stitch is, so that gives it room so you won't have slanted lines. Okay, so we're going to go through this first loop, and if you look on the top, you can see the V. So we're going to have to make sure our needle goes through both of those strands. So we're going to go through this first hole, make sure we pick up the first and the second. So I go through both of those, yarn over, pull through both of them. Now I have 2 strands on my needle. You're going to yarn over again and pull it through. To help pull through, a lot of y'all are going like this and you're getting frustrated because you can't get it through because this hook is catching all of those. But as soon as you get this first string, rotate your hook down and it catches just this string, and then it makes it easy to pull through these other ones without catching it. So you rotate your hook down and you can get it through that really smoothly. Okay, we're going to do about 3 more of those to show y'all, and then I will pause the video and come back again when we've crocheted back and forth. Okay, so we're going to go through the next stitch. We know it's not going to be this big hole that we just made because we can see the strings that we've just pulled through there. We want the next hole. And make sure we go through both of those V's. Okay, yarn over, pull through, yarn over. I'm going to rotate my hook down so it can go through those holes smoothly. Okay, now the next hole. Pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, so that's how we crochet, guys. Single crochet. Okay. All right. I will come back when I am to the end of our string. All right, so I've made it close to my end. This is your second row of single crochet. I'm just gonna finish up on these last ones just to show you again. Pull it through our next one. Whoops. And some of y'all are having this problem too, where you only get some of your yarn and not the whole strand. And when that happens, just let it off your hook, pull it back through, because we don't want that to separate. We don't want to split our yarn strand. That messes it up and makes it look funny as well. We want to make sure we get the whole strand. Okay, so once again, it may look like we're at the end, but we've got to get in that one last row. You can always look and see because you'll see the V at the top if you're unsure. Make sure we go through both of those. And the ends are kind of hard. You will kind of have to wiggle it around. Anyways, pull through that. And now we're at the very end. Before we turn, we're going to chain 1. Always chain 1 at the end and then rotate clockwise. And go back in and start your single crochet. You are going to keep repeating this process over and over again until you have 30 rows. It'll be good just to try and get
a good repetition.
1 row at least a day. So one day, every day, try to do at least 1 of these rows. Or 2 rows. Try to get 2 rows done. If you find that you're not having any problems and you're doing really well, you can just sit down and watch TV or listen to the radio as you're crocheting and going down getting your stuff done. And just crochet until you're ready. But keep doing that, okay guys? You're gonna crochet, single crochet all the way down, chain 1, turn clockwise and start chaining down again. Okay, now I have already completed one here. Oh, I think I lost my hook piece here. In order for you to count, this is how you count your rows. Okay, so here we have the front, and you can see how these big knots. Okay, so on this side, you can see that there's an extra little lip. It doesn't make this full one. It's just half of a 1. So we want to, that would be 1, and then you would count by 2s, but to make it easier so it's not an odd number and you're going 1, 3, 5, 7, so it's easier on you, you can flip it this way. So you can just go ahead and start with 2 instead of counting 1. See, this side doesn't have that little line down at the bottom. It's just your straight knot. So you go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and then 1 half one. So this is 29. I've done 29 rows. Let me make sure I get all of the strands. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1, and now I'm going to crochet my last row. Okay, sorry, my hands are sweaty, so it's making the needle and the yarn wet, and it's not moving very well, so it's squeaking on me. But anyways, here we go. We're gonna crochet down our last row. And this is so squeaky. Alright, I'm going to pause it again and see y'all at the very end, and I will show y'all how to finish it off. Okay, so we have our last 2 stitches to do. I'm going to go in here, crochet 1, and that last one, we're going to look up at the top to make sure we go through both of those V's. Alright, that is our last one, 30. So what we do is we're going to cut off, just like we do everything else. Cut a little tab. And then chain stitch and pull all the way through. And then pull tight. And that is your knot. This is your rag, guys. Ta-da! 30 by 30. So now I can count my stitches again. Remember, each one of these knots counts for 2 rows. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So this is a 30 by 30 square, and you can use it to wash your face.